Alright, well, now I'm playing the game again.
Actually, speaking of talk shows, for everybody here, we actually were planning on doing a podcast.
Yay, but guess where that footage went?
Yeah, as it turns out, the funny thing is, we decided for a while we'd always bounced around the idea. By the way, we're good friends, we're real life friends. We know each other.
Yeah, because everyone thinks we're gay, right?
I never outright said it, but no. Anyway, we had bounced around the idea of a podcast for a while, and that was one of the first things we talked about when we seriously talked about doing stuff on the internet. That came out wrong.
Yeah, I
got a ride and then I was in a wreck.
I just got rid of the overlay. I'm like, screw it. If I can't fix it, it's not gonna be there at all.
This farm's a nice plot of land.
Had you told me 20 years ago I'd still be doing this.
I'm gonna have some more Diet Pepsi because
Never was a plan.
I have nothing better. That's a good motto for it, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. That's why I apologize twice.
You agree with that?
Come on, bring on your stereotype comments while
Let me just load up my Winchester and take it the overlay out back.
Anyway, I can live with that? Question mark?
Well, I hope they're all right.
I'm not quite sure if I can live with that.
Can I live with that? Can I be dead with that, though?
Are you talking about the lack of overlay or the gay part?
I was being attacked and she came to my rescue.
No comment?
No. Well, you gotta wait 45 seconds.
Anyway,
give you a piece of advice.
Diet Pepsi and a triple cheeseburger with a large order of fries? Oh my god, why does that sound like the same joke order I had when I was sending you that soundboard?
Let's say things.
Hey man, it's a Diet Pepsi.
Or they get worse before they do.
I'm healthy.
You're gonna have
anyway, what was I saying? Podcast. There's the idea of a podcast, and we had this big plan, and I actually helped write out a script for the podcast, and the podcast was supposed to be, we were gonna tackle, we needed something big to start out with a bang.
Oh snap! Okay, watch how Lee just bolts over here. No problem with the leg. Just like.
Okay, this I'm gonna have to really see because you mentioned this
He
earlier.
bolts,
and I have no
jumps
idea.
over a tree, then just bolts over this dude, and then later in the pharmacy scene, his leg's bad again.
I am curious actually who you're gonna save in this. This is one, people. This is one of the first like permanent decisions you have to make that extremely affect the game. Usually these decisions come at
Get the
whether
fuck
to
off
spare
my
a life,
boy!
kill a life, or to save somebody.
I bet like most of you didn't even know there was a wooden plank there.
Actually, you know what? What happens if you don't pick anything? Does that affect anything?
Well, no matter what, ducks can be saved and that one dude's gonna die.
Yeah, you know what's funny? In my first playthrough, my first thing I did was I kind of just assumed Kenny was going to be behind me, so I tried to save Sean, and I just kind of assumed Kenny was going to get Duck.
Hey, podcast should be a freestyle improv. Our podcast
yes.
was
Well, the thing is,
our
we
podcast
had
was pretty
general ideas
freestyle.
of where it was going to start, not where it was going to go.
No,
anyway.
dude. Because there was like the entire hour that you were ranting about Jack 3 being about
Oh my
cars.
gosh, and nobody will be able to hear that.
Oh, such a shame.
Sorry.
Anyway, what was the first topic to start with was, we were going to start with E3. And we got into a lot of good talk about E3.
And then we got to Jack 3 somehow.
I
guess they both had 3 in them.
Yeah, eventually, what most of that podcast came out to be was us talking about game design and me getting to rant off about my love for Jack 3. And I'm sorry, you know what? Actually, for anybody who plays that series and loves that game, I'm gonna say right now, you didn't even say anything.
I'm letting you talk.
No, I mean like you were
right there.
Yeah. You just kind of.
I really haven't been focused on the game. It's so sad.
You probably should. Just let me talk.
Okay. All right. Should I just play with like your Skype chat muted, so I can focus?
No, because then you won't be able to comment, and that defeats the whole point of me being here.
Then no one would be able to hear this glorious commentary.
I think the chat can live on its own. I'm gonna be frank with you.
The chat is very self-sufficient.
And it's far enough.
We need them a lot more than they need us.
Yeah, the chat's pretty much a crutch for every time we run out of things to say. We can just go like, oh, hey, look, Tasselhoff's being awesome. Carabro is being awesome. Is that how you say it? I don't care.
I don't know. Devin appeared once in there. I have no idea where he went. E-Cave.
I need to focus on this narrative. Oh, by the way, this part, I love it.
Dan the Pumpkin, just kind of, I think he's just still having technical nations.
Just look at Kenny here. I love that.
You need to focus on the game? Yes. Yes, he does.
Yes, this narrative needs my full undivided attention.
And so that he can make stupid decisions.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know. I'm seeing this and I'm so used to the console version. I don't know. You've played both, right?
Yep.
What do you think? What is more like easier to pick a decision, like trying to scroll through it before the time runs out, or just quickly pushing a button for an answer? It just seems like you can react a lot faster than having to scroll through, because that seems like what happened last time. You didn't say anything because you ran out of time trying to scroll down.
Yeah, I tried hooking up my PS3 controller to this, but it just wouldn't go.
Where the hell is your humanity? They would have died out there.
Anyway, podcast. My God, can I keep a straight thought?
No, you can't. That's why the podcast is an awesome idea.
Anyway, straight thought. Jack 3.
Anyone.
You know what? I don't care anymore.
Do you guys not
see
what's happening?
I don't care. It's taking it seriously.
What is it?
I have to pee.
I'd go out there again in a second.
In a minute, Clem.
Just hold it.
Yeah, I have to admit, Lisa doesn't give a very good first impression, but I guess that's kind of the point.
God damn it, Lily.
Like,
I have to control these people.
Like, she's not wrong, but she's still an asshole.
You gotta remember, people, that this is the apocalypse. People do crazy things.
Well, you don't have to be a bitch about
Well, you don't have to be a bitch
Duck
about
is like the symbol of fatherhood and good, but watch what happens to him later in the game. It's like a shocking
Hell, he wasn't.
change.
We have to end this now.
Oh crap, I can actually use my number keys, I forgot.
We'll dig one hole.
No, I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it?
You know what? It's like I see these beginning parts, especially this scene, when I was making the trailer for this stream. Oh my God, I had to make so many cuts, and Movie Maker does not like being used. I think it just hates everybody.
Dad.
It's from Microsoft, so
It just wants your money.
You need to
it's just reaching into your pocket as it gives you the finger.
God, nobody bring up Microsoft around me, because then I'm gonna get this whole rant about my internet and my Xbox Live account, and then nobody's gonna be happy what I have to say.
How it just said that apparently he doesn't exist.
How I don't exist, but they're gonna keep charging me anyway. They charged me twice.
It was great.
A little girl situation to get a little pedo creepy. No, not really.
He's not bitten.
I think that's the problem with today's society. Everybody's really paranoid.
Upsetting is getting eaten alive.
Honestly, it's like you need to, especially when times go bad, like the zombie apocalypse. We need to trust each other more, and we need to get along better. And it's like we need to be able to trust a stranger like they were our best friend, because in a situation like the zombie apocalypse, that's kind of a big thing to work together. And this is not how you work together.
I misspelled a word I made up. Believe me, Firestar Leon knows exactly what you're going through.
Oh God, please don't mention what I searched instead of football.
And if she does, the first thing he'll do is sink his teeth into his mom's face. Then, once she's dead,
fucking deal with it.
He'll probably pounce on your little girl.
Then we deal with it then. But right now, we're just freaking everybody out.
You know what? Playing later and through the whole game, this scene where concerning Duck being bitten, it has a lot more meaning when you get to later in the game.
No.
I won't spoil it because it's not what you think.
Hold on.
But, wow.
I just love this quote.
Girl, I'm trying to protect in here too. You want to get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on. You better have a plan to kill me though, because it's me before anyone else in here.
All right, get ready for like the 4th or 5th tripping in this entire episode.
Kenny will remember your loyalty. Affinity.
Okay, just watch here. Watch. He's grabbing his leg and limping, and then he falls over.
Okay, fine. I need to wait for it to catch up, and then I'll see. By the way, who here has actually ever sided with that grouchy old man? There's got to be one person I know, but come on, who would ever do that?
At least you know what zombies want from you. At least you know they want your brains.
Slow motion.
Slow motion tripping.
By the way, I really did think that was a really cool option to put the Walking Dead thing right when he trips.
You okay?
Yeah, it was. It's just like knocked out. Oh, I see the words.
Of course, and then you hear in the background your audio, The Walking Dead. You know what? Can somebody please post a link to that? I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I think it's decent.
They're gonna get in. Shut up.
Guys.
Well, I was gonna copy and paste it, but apparently I have something about dongers in here. That's great.
We almost died because of that bitch and a Richie trigger finger.
You want to go into more detail about that one?
You know what? Screw it. I'm just. Why
Okay,
do
this
I?
scene always weirded me out. The something about, like, is it the military? I always wondered, is there something going on, like, in the comic or show at that point that I'm just not aware of?
It's his heart.
Because I know that, I don't know, is the game parallel to the comic or the TV show?
We've been trying to get into the pharmacy since we
Well,
got
it seems
here.
like the first episode in
Please try to get
particular
in
is
there.
very
Behind the counter where
parallel
the
with the
pills
TV
are.
show, since there's like a bunch of
But
characters.
didn't, like, the
in
TV show only begin, like, 6 months after the apocalypse or something like that?
Thank
Ah,
you so
fucking
much.
hell.
I don't know, I don't watch the show.
It's not this close to the start of the apocalypse, I know.
I'll keep an eye
But
on
there's
my
just a
dad.
bunch of characters in this
Everyone
that
else
are
should get
also
comfy
in the
and look for
TV
anything
show,
useful.
so yeah.
We could be in here a while.
It goes to show, apparently surviving the apocalypse isn't as hard as you make it out to be.
This ain't exactly Fort Knox.
You just need to actually work together because,
As much
oh my god, yeah, it seems like most of the time, when people die in The Walking Dead, especially the game, it's because somebody screwed over someone else.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they had just worked together, they would have been fine.
But that's the thing about humans. They're fucked up.
Well said, everybody.
That's the thing about humans. They're just
If you're
fucked
gonna
up.
do
I think Carabro actually said that earlier, didn't he? No.
You're right, we're paranoid.
Clementine's got the other one. Check
Oh,
in
that
with her and
Tasselhoff
get
said,
back
I'm confusing the only
What's
two
your name?
viewers that are
It's
constantly
My
commenting.
dad's Larry.
Keep a good eye on him.
Yeah.
These
Hey,
boys will
hey,
work on
speaking
getting
of
you
which,
medicine.
can we get a counter on how many times people
You keep an
comment?
eye on that front door. You're on lookout.
Please don't make me do any more counters.
And I'm Carl.
The Dead Space stream is already like filled to the brim with counters at this
Get
point.
some rest.
Is
Good
it?
shot.
If I
Go
kept
back and
on
keep it
listening
that
to you,
way.
yeah.
You got it, boss.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
get him
See,
those
for everybody
pills.
here, I want you to all know that I'm in an abusive relationship and I want out. So either help me out or I'm going to kill him. Now that I weirded everybody out, let's move on.
Hold on. Let's just stare into his eyes for a moment.
That cold, dead stare.
Oh, it's so glorious. I love it. I love it. Ooh, energy bar.
Watching you.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Goodness gracious.
You're a pretty good shot.
Yeah, that's weird. The first, I don't know if the
Fuck with a
second,
reporter,
well,
especially
maybe
one
the
that's 3
second,
days out
but I
from
don't
the
think
last
3
couple
on
of
had like that many little moments that affected much. The energy bar thing here, I think that affects a few things.
Really? I'm a disaster.
I can't tell.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
news editor.
So you're gonna
This
give a
is about
candy
5 feet away from me.
bar
I
to
would've
the
joined
lady
if it
instead
wasn't
of
for that
your
dopey guy on watch
surrogate
over
kid.
I haven't even given her the candy bar yet. Shut up.
It looked
was an
like you were
asshole.
about to give her the candy bar.
I was debating it. I mean, boobies goes for a lot around here.
That guy saved you?
You have an
Can you
adoptive
believe it?
kid to
Those
take care
creeps
of.
or ghouls or whatever the hell they are. They were
I haven't
pulling
even
my
given
dad
it to
apart,
her
and that
yet.
guy, Doug, just came to the
I'm
Actually,
just-
I'm kind of
just-
curious on
Never
who
tell
you'll
who that
save. Will you
world's
save
gonna be, I
Reporter
suppose.
McGee, or will
He's
you be
kinda
saving the other
Parents'
dude?
Oh, well, we'll
basement
see.
sort of way.
Reporter McGee and that other dude.
Well, nobody saves other dude.
We drove
Nobody.
out to cover the
That's
charity
why I'm
bus
gonna,
festival.
because that's what I did on the
Hard-hitting
console.
stuff.
That's what I'm doing here.
I don't know. Actually, how different is the game if you save what's his name?
Oh, he sets up a bunch of traps in the third episode.
What are you messing around with there?
I just remember the.
I can't get it to work.
I don't know. Do both kind of just act like your conscience? because I know that's what reporter lady did. She's basically like your conscience, trying to like help you out and say like, well, shouldn't we be doing this? And she's just very supportive of you.
I
Tries
guess
to
so.
get you to act on your own.
There's no batteries in here. Come on, lady.
What now?
Oh yeah, that's also
But
kind
there
of
are
a
no
running
batteries
joke
in
from
there.
the other episodes.
Yeah,
If
of
you
course.
keep her alive, is that Lee constantly will make jokes
I can try
about
to find
batteries.
some. Needs two.
Thanks. I wouldn't even really know what to look for.
You wouldn't know what to look for. They're batteries.
Actually, no, it's not that the batteries are missing. I think it's more like has them backwards.
No. That happens in a second. All right, let's give this girl.
I know. Well, no, even in the third one, he makes quite a few
Thank
jokes
you.
about that.
Of course.
I took Claire.
By the way, I don't actually understand. Are they both technically your love interests,
What,
or is
Doug?
only one of them?
Doug?
I don't know, because it's very obvious that
Yes,
what's her name
yes.
becomes a very, very attracted to.
Yes, Doug is totally a love interest.
I
for...
don't know. I've never played that half of the game.
Okay, so
Anything
first,
happened
first we have. Okay, so now we're rolling with mute gay Lee. It's gonna be great.
I'm sorry. I just imagine a Lee that never
Hey,
talks
Lee.
and he constantly wears
Really give that
rainbow
old
gear.
man hell.
Yeah. We got pushed, you know?
The kid and
You
the
don't
girl.
have to tell me. I was ready to tear the man's head off. Anyway, we, Cat and I...
Now I'm definitely rolling with Doug. You've convinced me.
How's Duck doing?
He's okay.
It doesn't
gotta roll.
matter. Spoilers, they die.
Hell, nobody got
You gotta
nabbed
roll
on the
with
way
gay
in.
Lee.
No kidding.
How's she doing?
She's fine. I gave her candy.
She's good, I think.
She's a tough one right there.
It's fine. She's gonna die, but you know.
Were you saying, Lee, she spent days surviving on her own?
That's right.
Not just any little girl can do that.
How about you go take care of your kid? My God.
So,
You know what? Actually, speaking of that, it's kind of funny.
We're
You can
just
actually
fine,
be so
considering.
loyal to Kenny.
cute,
It's
huh?
kind of disturbing. You're more fixated on Kenny and his kid than the actual kid you're supposed to be taking care of.
What's the plan?
I haven't even looked
Hang
at
tight, I
that
suppose.
duck kid and
Seems
his
pretty
swollen
dangerous.
little
You know,
face.
We ought to wait for things to clear up.
You keep on
Said your
giving
family
me
was
shit.
from here in Macon?
That's right.
And what's even funnier is that, like,
Where are
Kenny
you?
goes against you,
Should we
and
go
you know what?
looking
It's
for
like, I have done nothing but help you. I've neglected my own child to help you and your stupid
know.
quacking
Wouldn't they be at
kid.
a house or somewhere like that?
Cat, it's not our business.
I'm not sure they made it. We passed some houses on the way in, and things are pretty bad here.
Doug and Ben grow closest. Ooh.
You got a second?
Oh, Ben be stealing my boy.
Time for something you like to call
Fuck Ben.
Yeah.
We didn't even try to save him.
Can we get some
That
caramel
blood is
jazz
on
up
our
in here?
hands, you know?
Caramel chat.
It happened pretty fast.
I guess.
So many
I
inside
can't
jokes.
stop
So
seeing
many
it in my
inside
head.
jokes.
Can't kill us.
Maybe if we released a
killed that
podcast, some of
boy.
those would be
We
brought
could've
to
saved him
light.
together.
But
We did what we
Yeah, I
could.
don't
Bad
think so.
things happen.
Because A, those
Make a choice to
conversations
kill
weren't
yourself.
recorded. And second, I don't know if I can relive all those great
But in the
moments.
moment, when things are
Oh
really
yeah,
out
by
of
the way,
control,
this is a stream of us, so there's got to be at some point we just need to just scream Shepherd.
Yes.
don't worry, eventually. Console? Question
try
mark?
to let it go.
Say what? Oh my God, I can't unsee it.
I'm done. I need a few minutes. I'm out. You killed me.
Please, somebody make a meme about Kenny being. I'm sorry. I need a minute.
the joke's on long enough. I'm back.
I don't think I can top that. There is no joke on this earth that will top that.
Just... Lee, look at me for a second. Lee. Now's your chance. Go forth.
So, Kenny, what exactly did you mean by fishing?
Oh, well. Got a little bit more than dolphin, if you know what I mean. Can I give you any more candy? Can I just cram these candy bars down your throat?
So is Kenny, as a fisherman, know anything about the great fishing device known as the Wonder Boner?
What?